On that and more, recently the Global Organization of Persons of Indian Origin GOPIO and the Milan Cultural Association presented a virtual conversation with Asian American Connecticut Attorney General William Tong. The interactive session saw a conversation on the situation of anti-Asian racism and hate crime. Here are some highlights from the virtual event featuring Attorney General of Connecticut.
This program, hosted by Milan, Connecticut. Milan is a community service organization celebrating the traditional art and culture of India with mainstream America and our Indian diaspora. Milan believes in sharing and caring for the mainstream American issues. A community we live in also support, collaborates, and participate in all the mainstream and Indian diaspora event to foster constructive partnership and interactive relationship with the local community. So in today's program, I would like to request our Milan chairman, Sri Suresh Sharmaji, to introduce our speaker and allow us to proceed for the program.
How do we even react? How do we even respond? You did use the word stereotype. You did use the word we tend to be, not as dominating as we should be. And a lot of people, unfortunately, hear this on an ongoing, continual basis when they're minding their own business, not involved in anybody else, but obviously know that these adjectives and those words are directed to them daily.
So a couple things I would say. Number one, stay safe. Okay. Standing up for yourself, being strong for your family and your dignity also means being smart and being safe. So what I would say is, if somebody's being racist to you to your face and they're threatening you, I would focus on your safety and your family's safety first. What I would do is report to your local authorities and insist that they take action, that they write down your complaint, that they investigate. I spoke at a rally on Saturday in Wallingford, and as we were speaking, Asian American group, people drove by in trucks, hurling insults and racial epithets at us and honking their horns and threatening people. And I've referred that to the Wallingford Police Department and the Chief State's Attorney. The problem in our community is that we don't report enough. Now, that's true about all communities of color and minority communities and immigrant communities, but we have to trust law enforcement. And I know that's hard for people, particularly who don't have a lot of experience with our law enforcement system here in this country, but you've got to call your local police department. If something happens and you don't feel comfortable, call me. Call the Attorney General's office, attorney.general@ct.gov. Send me an email. That's what I'm here for, right? And even if I don't have the authority to deal with your particular circumstance, I can get somebody to focus on it. Talk to your elected representatives and tell them why this is important, that you want them to take action for you, that you want them to speak on your behalf about the racism that all of you experience in your communities. And in a larger sense, you just need to speak up. You need to speak up. I will close with this thought. There's an Asian American journalist who sometime in the summer, somebody attacked her. I think she was CNN. And she's CNN and she was in the airport. And somebody aggressively attacked her and yelled racial epithets at her. And what she said afterwards was, "I'm an American, born and raised. I'm as American as Korean barbecue." And I thought that really resonated with me. I'm as American as pork fried rice. and you're as American as tikka masala. You know, that's about as American as it gets today. And I think we have to celebrate that and insist on that truth.